As has become the thing here at Vulcan Raceway and on Sharky's garage, for each championship there is a prize, and the prize this time has been put up by the sponsor, the man to my left hand side.
That prize is a 2010 Targa Beetle Treasure Hunt.
It's Treasure Hunt 11 of 12. It is the beautiful yellow and black you can see here on the card. I mean, I think that would have raced really well, but we're not opening it up and racing it. There is something similar to that taking part. Car 1 is similar in style to that. This has got the metal upper, metal lower. It has. So that's the prize that we sent out to wherever in the world the winning driver is. Greetings Diecast Racing fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Sharky's garage here at Vulcan Raceway. Today it's the top 8, episode 4 of the Beetle Shootout, and it's going to be some intense racing. I think set 2 is going to be the real interest group, essentially the final in a lot of ways. So yeah, look to see all 4 of those in the grand final. If they don't go through this time, then going through the redemption. Anyway, I'm stood here with Rainbow Girl and her dog Merlin, and the car behind her is called Valkyrie, and she has recently thrown her hat, shall we say, into the ring as far as A11 Outlaws is concerned. Will be coming and joining us at the racing there, which will be coming up in a few weeks' time. So we'll see how that all moves out. Who have we got racing today? So in set 1 is car 3, the V-Man, the red Beetle Taxi. Car 4, Kakes in the green 62 Beetle. Car 7, the Commish in the matte black Beetle. Car 8, Mark Taylor in the green wood Beetle. In set 2 we've got Mason Storm in the metallic green custom Beetle. He'll be running in reverse. He's the one I think of set 2 won't get through to the grand final, but we will see. We've got car 13, John Receveur in the metallic red Kafa Racer. We've got who is the top seed in the tournament. Car 15, Hakari Rin in the red Superfast number 31 Beetle, and car 16, Micro Racer Abbi in the green open door Beetle. We'll get on to the track overview, and then we'll get down to set 1. So things are as they normally are. Last time's champion, the Ray car, the Vulcans. Is that Herbie? And the Commish's car behind that. Okay. Track safety teams are ready. The VIPs limos. Track owners Jaguar. Guests. We've got Kelden Raven there with the track owner, the Flying Fanman, and Rainbow Girl. Thanks go out to our track sponsors, the team at the BERCC, Cuboid at 4 Cubed Racing, my brother Phil at Tomley RC, and of course John at Modelmatic. This series' main sponsor is Kelden Raven at Kelden Raven Customs. Here are the 8 cars that are racing today. Let's get this first set up to the line and get down to the racing. Up at the line we have the first 4 cars to go down the track today. On the front of the blue lane we have got the V-Man in the red Beetle Taxi. Behind him we've got Mark Taylor in the green wood Beetle. On the front of the red lane we've got Patty Kakes in the 62 green Beetle. And behind that is the Commish in the matte black Beetle. 3, 2, 1, race. And the only one to finish is the red. They're back up at the line, ready for the next race. On the front of the blue lane is Mark Taylor in the Greenwood Beetle. Can you tell I'm hungry? Behind that is the Commish in the matte black. On the red lane you've got the V-Man in the front and Patty Kakes in the rear. 3, 2, 1, race. Red, green, now set up for race 3, and let's hope that they all get to finish this time. On the front of the blue lane is the matte Beetle of the Commish. Behind that is Patty Kakes in the green. On the red lane at the front is Mark Taylor in the wood Beetle, and behind that is the V-Man in the red Beetle. 3, 2, 1, race. And we've all got to finish. Yes, we. So as we set up for race 4, there is only one person who is pretty much certain of getting through to the next round, which is the V-Man in the red Beetle taxi. He's starting in the rear this time. He's already got 12 points, which is sort of the threshold for getting through. So he's certainly through to the grand final. The other 3 have a lot to do. Front of the blue lane is Patty Kakes in the green. V-Man is behind in the red. Commish in the black on the front of the red lane, and Mark Taylor in the wood Beetle is on the rear of the red lane. 3, 2, 1, race. And have they all finished? No, they haven't. Results from set 1, with 14 points and definitely through to the grand final, is V-Man in the red taxi. Tied on 8 points are Patty Kakes in the green and the Commish in the black. And definitely to redemption is going Mark Taylor in the wood Beetle in with only 4 points. And on the front of the blue lane, running in reverse, is Mason Storm in that metallic green Beetle. Behind him is the open door Siku Beetle of Micro Racer Abbi. On the front of the red lane is the top seed John Receiver in that metallic red Cafa Racer, and behind that is Hakari Rin, someone to never rule out, in that super fast number 31 red Beetle. 3, 2, 1, race. Red, metallic green, green, red. They all finished. Race 2 sees the green cars on the front and the red ones on the back. On the front of the blue lane is the open door Beetle. Behind that is Hakari Rin in that number 31 super fast. On the red lane we've got Mason Storm in the front with John Receiver in the rear. 3, 2, 1, race. Green, metallic red, green, red. And Hakari Rin and Micro Race Abbi really need to get some points here, but they're on the front this time. So we have the red cars on the blue lane, we've got Hakari Rin in the front and John Receiver in the rear, and on the red lane we've got Micro Racer Abbi in the front and we have got Mason Storm in the rear. 3, 2, 1, race. And we have to go for a reset. 3, 2, 1, race. And again Micro Race Abbi has pulled them up. 3, 2, 1, race. And again we've got a pull up from Micro Racer Abbi. 3, 2, 1, race. Oh, and it's Hakari ring pulling up this time. I'm 3, 2, 1, race. And Hakari has pulled them up part way down. 3, 2, 1, race. And we've got 3 across the line. And there comes John Receiver at the end. I don't know what quite happened there, but we got everybody across the line. Finally set up for race 4, which sees John Receiver in the red Kafa race on the front of the blue lane, Hakari Rin in the red Beetle on the front of the red lane. Behind Hakari is Micro Racer Abbi in the Siku, and behind John Receiver is Mason Storm in the metallic green Beetle. 3, 2, 1, race. John Receiver, Hakari Rin and the other 2 have failed to finish. You know that thing I always say about the wing over track providing entertainment? Well, hey, yet another amazing day's racing and not an outcome I expected. So, through to the grand final, the 4 cars immediately behind me. The V-Man, the current reigning champion in the Ray car, but this time he's going through with the red Beetle taxi on 14 points. The number 1 seed, John Receiver, in the 13 car, the metallic red Kafa racer. He is also on 14 points going through into the grand final. The one who I didn't think was going to make it this time, Mason Storm, and that metallic green Beetle running in reverse. He got 11 points, which puts him through. And Micro Racer Abbi, also a champion here at the track, in that open door Siku, 9 points puts her through. Now, through to redemption in a few weeks' time. Car 4, Kakes in the green 62 Beetle with 8 points. Car 7, the Commish in the matte black Beetle on 8 points. Car 15, Hakari Rin in the red superfast number 31 Beetle on 7 points. And Mark Taylor in the Greenwood Beetle on 4 points. That's it from today. Don't forget to do the usual things, like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you all next week for the bottom 8 to see which 4 vehicles will go forward to face Kakes, the Commish, Hakari Rin and Mark Taylor in redemption in a few weeks' time.